welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Jones. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Jones out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Throwing, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off play action, Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on second down. Jones escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They go play action here on first down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Jones throwing for it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. They'll look to throw. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now they try the right side here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, Jones going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Looking to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on off. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he'll find Pittman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown! Michael Pittman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. They'll try and throw for it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that...
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And now here's a carry heading left. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones rolling to his left. And he's got his target, Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Jones, off play action. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Steps away. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Giants. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Jones now Throwing on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Okay, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Record.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line. And the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Flushed out right. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down at the 28. So the penalty not quite enough to get him the first as they'll come up here on 3rd and inches. Here's Dillon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Now Jones, off play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. But toss left, Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 5, Mike 5. Stop your whining.
Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being... And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike Bob. Let's go, baby. We turnover.
They go back to the air here after the eye-in. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I'm not sure he got there. They stop him? They did. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
there to make the grab.
And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
They'll drop to throw.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll roll him out right.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Second and 13. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans,